Get ready for AdvisorFi's 2-minute tip, starting in 3, 2, 1.
$1,000.
Enough of that.
How about $2,000?
Go away, damn you!
Trump would like to adopt you.
Oh, you're going to get it now!
Okay, there's no need to get melodramatic. It's okay for you to receive more money underneath Trump's tax reform. That's a good thing, right? So what's really interesting is I'm actually seeing a lot of families that are clients of ours really be affected from this particular aspect of the Trump tax reform or the Tax Cut and Jobs Act. The child tax credit is going to be given to a lot more families in 2018, 2019 going forward than ever before. Now, some people call it irresponsible. Other people think it's great that the child tax credit, which originally used to get phased out a lot earlier in somebody's income or taxable income life, now gets phased out a lot later in the taxable income life. So a lot more families are going to benefit from the child tax credit. So what we're going to try to do in this video is break that down and why it's going to be extended to a lot more families than ever before. But we only have 2 minutes, so let's dive right in. Okay, now what are the basics of the child tax credit? Well, the Trump tax reform affected the child tax credit completely. In addition, more families will be able to claim the child tax credit than ever before because income qualifications increased dramatically. And then furthermore, on top of all that, the plan adds an additional $300 for each non-child dependent or parent that resides with you for the first 5 years. Now, what's the update from the tax reform in regards to the child tax credit? Well, there's 3 in particular. Number 1, the child tax credit was increased from $1,000 per eligible child up to $2,000. So if you have a family of 3, then that's $2,000 per child. You could potentially get $6,000 of child tax credit for having 3 children. Number 2, the child tax credit is now refundable up to $1,400 per eligible child. Now, this is a little lengthy to get into, but there's more information down in the description below. Feel free to click down below and read up on it. And number 3, the income phase out dramatically increased based off the old code. So, what did the tax reform do to the income phase out? Well, pretty amazing as far as I'm concerned. More families are going to benefit now from the child tax credit than ever before. What has happened is that the income phase out has increased dramatically, which means that the child tax credit will be extended to more families. Now, what is the income phase out? Well, there's really 2 in particular. Number 1, if you're single, head of household, or married filing separate, then the child tax credit starts to phase out when your AGI is $200,000, and then the child tax credit completely goes away and vanishes at $240,000 of AGI. And number 2, if you're married and filing jointly, then the child tax credit starts to phase out when your AGI is at $400,000, and then your child tax credit completely vanishes when your AGI hits $440,000. So if you're single, head of household, or married filing separate, the child tax credit starts to phase out at $200,000, completely vanishes at $240,000. And if you're married filing jointly, the child tax credit starts to phase out at $400,000 and completely vanishes at $440,000. Okay, that's it. Hey, hopefully that answered all your questions when it comes to the child tax credit and whether or not you're going to be affected personally by it. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of the families that we do tax planning for, we can absolutely see that they're going to benefit from the child tax credit. There are a lot of our clients that originally did not qualify for the child tax credit and they weren't the super wealthy, but for whatever reason, obviously they made too much according to the old code, but now they're going to benefit from the new tax reform. So if you'd like to know more, click down in the description below. If you work with a tax preparer, reach out to them, ask them to explain it a little bit more to you so that way you can understand whether or not it's going to affect your family. But I'm pretty sure you're going to benefit from it, and a lot of families in general are going to benefit from the child tax credit because the income phase out was increased dramatically for many families across the United States. Okay, that's it. Hey, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to follow us for more business and tax reform information. Hit the button below to follow. Hit the video over there for more. If not, I am going to touch your booger. Thank you, America, and see you at the next video.